Welcome everybody back to this edition of Spotlight by Roofr. I'm your host TJ McCormack here tonight with one of my friends and somebody I've gotten to know over the years is Josh Van Duskey from Atlas. Josh, how's it going, man?
It's going good, man. It's going good.
Yeah. We were talking about it just before we came on about all the traveling that we're doing, going back and forth to all these roofing events, and how tiring this part of the year can be, but how rewarding it can be to get out to get to see everybody that we haven't gotten to see over the past season.
Yeah, man. It takes a toll on you. It definitely does. A lot of miles, a lot of faces out there, a lot of conversations. So. But
For sure.
in the end, it's all worth it, right? I mean, it's fun. It's fun.
I always say that getting to help one roofer means that we did our job, right?
Right.
So tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how you got into the industry and a little bit about what you do at Atlas.
Yeah, sure. So Josh Van Duskey. I am the contractor program manager for Atlas. I've been in this role for Atlas just about 3 years now. How I got into the industry is interesting. I come from a technology background. That's kind of where I wanted to spend my life, doing technology. Always, was good at understanding programming and networking language and things like that. And so kind of did that. And for nearly a decade, at the time I was working for the biggest bank in the world in an office in Manhattan, 9 to 5. And I looked in the mirror and I said, is this really what I want to do with my life?
Right.
The monotony is just not for me. So, fortunately I had the opportunity that I could kind of press the pause button in my life and say, hey, what do I really want to do? So kind of want to get into sales, right? It's ever changing, evolving. There's good money. And so I dabbled in a couple of different sales roles and I was like, you know what? It's just not right. And somewhere in between all that, I had the opportunity to get into solar. And that's really where the door opened up for the roofing. And it was great. I had a lot of technology, I had a lot of sales, a emerging market back then, right? Because this was nearly 10 years ago. Unfortunately, the situation I was in was not sustainable. So I kind of press the pause button one more time and say, wow, what am I going to do? Right. And fortunately, this opportunity with Atlas popped up. And so I went through the rigorous interview process with Atlas because they want to make sure they are hiring the right fit for the company. So it was a few months and a lot of interviews with a lot of people. And a plane involved. I started as a territory sales rep up in the Northeast. And I am in my nearly about 4.5 years I've been with Atlas. And I've been the contractor program manager here for 3 years. So if you do the math, I kind of aggressively got up the ranks here at Atlas. And it means best decision I ever, made absolutely occupationally. And probably one of my best life decisions I made was come to work for this company. So.
How was that transition from banking into blue collar?
It's interesting. It's not as pretentious. But that's not a good thing. I'm a blue collar guy by nature. My dad was a blue collar guy, right? So it really wasn't for me. It was kind of, like that guy that you see put on a suit, all uncomfortable, sweating kind of. That's kind of me. I'm not that guy. So it was a good transition because it's more real on this side, and I've really enjoyed, my time in solar. And it, obviously we know roofing and solar go hand in hand today, and we got to understand the roofing industry. I don't think anybody wakes up one day or in kindergarten, they raise their hands. What do you want to be when you grow up? And they go, I want to be a roofer. Nobody does that. And I think probably a lot of people that got in this industry didn't think they were going to wind up here, but I'm so glad I did. I really am. I'm not even kidding. I'm glad I wound up here because this is a great industry to be in.
Heck yeah, man. It's so rewarding. Nobody ever thinks that construction or what we do can be rewarding. But the money is just there. We get to have a lot of fun doing it, and we get to help people, and that's the best part. When I was left being a cop, I never thought that I would find something where I would also get to help people or serve others. And in this industry, you get to do whatever it is that you want to do, basically, and grow yourself to however much money you want to make. You just have to put in that hustle.
That's it.
So man, if you're here watching tonight, we got quite a few people watching already. Make sure you share this live, like it, comment if you want to ask Josh or Atlas a question, and we'll get to those questions here tonight. But let's talk about Atlas, man. That's what we're here to do tonight. And let's learn as much as we can in this next 30 minutes tonight. Tell us a little bit about Atlas and where it all started.
Yeah, so 1982, Atlas was born. We acquired a single manufacturing plant from Masonite down in Meridian, Mississippi, and making shingles and rolled roofing products. Within 5 years from there, like 1987, we acquired 3 polyiso plants. About 2 years later, 2 more. And it kind of just snowballed from there. So currently today, Atlas, we're 4 divisions, shingle and underlayments, who I work for, being the largest division at Atlas. We also have our roof and wall division, our Atlas molded products division, and our web tech division. We are leaders in all our divisions in the industry. Currently, somewhere around 36 facilities across the country, across the North America, excuse me. We just announced last year, and we broke ground this year on our new plant. So we got another one coming online, and just growing, man. That's what we're doing. We're growing.
Yeah, that's great. I think I actually saw something the other day about a new polyiso plant getting ready to open as well again. And you guys are definitely growing. I've seen you guys come up, the past 9 years that I've been in this industry. We used to talk about, who was, in those top 5, and I'm happy to see you guys up there kicking tail. Tell us, how did Atlas get such a great name over the years? And what kind of innovations that are noteworthy to your products?
Sure. So, it's our reputation really, it's because I think there's a lot of things that it has to do with. One is that, we're focused on all our customers. Right. Distribution is our customer, the contractor, the roofer is our customer, and the homeowner is our customer. So we have innovated and created technologies and strategies with our product that helps all 3 of those people involved, be it our HP42 to save time and money, or, the first to come out with the 1.5-inch nailing zone to save on nails and save on time, or Scotch Guard technology, right, for the homeowner, right? The only manufacturer out there that is willing to say you will have no streaks ever on your roof, right, for a lifetime, which, aesthetics is the most important thing to a homeowner, right? I mean, a roof is approximately 40% of that, that structure, their house, the single largest purchase that person ever made, unless they maybe put their kid through Harvard or Yale, that's the biggest expense in their life. So they want it to look pristine. They want it to look beautiful, right? So, to focus on those, those different people that touch our product, I think is one thing. And the other thing is, like, Atlas does what it says it's going to do. I think, we put our money where our mouth is, right? We're always willing to stand behind our products. Yeah. We stand behind our claims, right? We're always willing to say, yes, this is what Atlas is going to do. And we do it.
Yeah, I was in Savannah, Georgia yesterday, and I was thinking about you guys because we were driving past a neighborhood where the whole neighborhood looked like it had streaking and, old shingles, and that looked like it had a bunch of mildew and dingy, mess on it. And I was like, that neighborhood needs Atlas right here next to the coast, lots of humidity. I mean, Atlas is great everywhere, but, just in that general area, I was thinking about you guys. Are there any new products that you guys have been working on this year? And
man. We this year we launched our Pinnacle Sun and our Pinnacle Impact lines. So those are two brand new lines for Atlas. Pinnacle Sun, pretty cool. We partnered with 3M on that side again, and it has their cooling granule technology. So what the roof essentially does is reflects the radiant heat and lowers cooling cost in the summer months or in really warm climates, helping again the homeowner, right? There's some really cool colors too. So, and then our Impact is an addition to our Class 4 family. So we've had our Stormmaster for many years now. But we needed, we're all about choice and good, better, best, right? We needed another kind of addition to that Class 4 because we want to give our customers choice. So we introduced our Impact line. And both of those products also have 3M smog granule technology. So what that essentially does is it kind of fights the CO2 and the pollutants in the air, acting almost like a tree. So it's activated by sunlight. It takes the CO2, has like a water runoff, and it actually fights the pollutants in the air. Average size roof, let's say 30-ish squares or so. It's like planting 2 to 3 trees on your property, which is great. The last thing that we did this year too is that we reclassified our flagship line, Pinnacle Pristine. It is now a Class 3 product. So is Pinnacle Sun as well. But all the benefits that homeowners get from, or those markets where contractors using Class 3, you can now get those benefits by using Pinnacle Pristine.
It's so important for that UL 2218, that Class 4. I deal with that on a daily basis, just like you, and giving that homeowner that best protection that they can, so they're not having to. We yesterday during our Rise event, somebody was talking about roofing being a grudge purchase. And instead of being like a happy purchase, like if they're buying a diamond ring or something, right? But if you can buy it beautiful and it's made to last forever or a very long time, that's what you're after, man. But I definitely appreciate that about Atlas.
Absolutely. I mean, there's not one person alive. Well, there's 10 of them, but that's stuffing money on their mattress saying, "Oh, I'm saving up for a brand new roof." Right?
They're all roofers, I promise.
Maybe. But I don't see any homeowners doing it. They rather spend it on trips to Disney and Lamborghinis, not a brand new roof.
Right. Man, roofing has gotten so expensive over the years as well. So it's definitely not something that's cheap to want to buy. Well, at this point in the show, I always ask a question, and this question is meant to be different than everybody else's question. And it is, I asked this question: roofing is blank, and then I want to know what that blank is to you. So, what roofing is blank? What is that blank?
Roofing is evolving. Evolving. Like I mentioned, I have a big tech background, and listen, if you see me on the street, you can pick a fight with me by because of my next statement. But roofing is one of the slowest industries to adopt technology. It really is. And even like when I was in solar and roofing, nearly 10 years ago, I was still using triple carbon, contracts and things like that in my business and graph paper, right? It is evolving because, manufacturers like us and even our competitors are introducing new technologies, right? Into their products. Technology in a whole, like you guys at Roofr, right? On the measurement side, on business management tools like CRMs, proposal tools, right? The days of, hey, you need a roof, I'm going to write down on a notebook and here's your price. And you know what I mean? Like those days are over. Or I'm going to give you the receipt from Home Depot, right? For your roof. Like those days are over. Now it's really, really embracing technology and it's evolving at a rapid pace now. And it's exciting to see this evolution. It's exciting to see these entrepreneurs and these business owners really growing these like businesses, so it's evolving and it's ever evolving. And I'm excited to be here in this industry at this time because I love to see where we're at in the next 5, 10, even 15 years. So
yeah, being able to help this industry grow from those times where we handed a Home Depot receipt to a homeowner and said it'll be this plus $2,000. You know,
right, exactly.
20 years ago, 22 years ago, I started working for my ex-father-in-law, and he was that way. We lived in the country, and we built boathouses and seawalls, and we would go buy the material at Home Depot, and he would literally hand that receipt to the homeowner, and he'd be like, "I need this plus 2." And I'm like, "Oh, well, that's the way we do it, okay." You know, but even still, like, you know, I've seen some recent roofers that have been still handwriting proposals and estimates, and it just blows my mind because you're able to create such beautiful sales proposals and quotes for homeowners now with just a click of a button for very cheap, for about as much as what you're going to pay to create that contract for your homeowner anyways, man. But let's talk about this. You know, Atlas and Roofr have recently partnered together to help the industry out even further. And I'd love for you to talk about that partnership and that relationship.
Sure.
And see how many, you know, Roofr users can come over and see what Atlas is about, and Atlas users or Atlas installers can come over and see what Roofr is about.
Sure. Yeah. So, you know, it's been a long time. It's been a long time in the making, a lot of conversations. I mean, said I've been in this role for 3 years, and that's what I think when me and Richie and Pete first had the conversation about 3 years ago. To kind of get the ball rolling. We're super excited. You know, Roofr then to now has evolved drastically. You know, we're super excited to have you guys on as a partner. We're just about to go live with access to our Pro Plus contractors. The exciting part is that our Pro Plus contractors can utilize their Atlas bucks and their rewards to, you know, make purchases, you know, with Roofr, be it for subscriptions, be it for measurements as well. So that's super exciting to us because again, it's about, you know, that evolution, right? Embracing that technology, investing in it. So, you know, those Atlas bucks are available for our contractors to use with you guys. It's a great investment in their business. We're super, super excited about it. And, you know, just the expansion of Roofr over the last couple of years with all the different tools that you can provide our customers with to help their business is super, super exciting. So we're just about to go live with the landing page. Just working through a couple of last final details, but it's any day now, and super, super excited to have you guys as a partner.
Man, I'm excited for that too. And you know, just on the other side of that, you know, if you are a Roofr user or you're going to come to be a Roofr user, we have beautiful Atlas templates already built into our system, to where your digital sales proposal will already have all of those Atlas Pristine and Pinnacle products, and all of the products that Atlas have. We can create that template for you to where you just drag the measurements in, and now you have a custom Atlas proposal showing the product to the homeowner. But no, I'm excited.
A lot nicer than a Home Depot receipt, right?
And it comes right there with a DocuSign. So I was talking with a roofer a little while ago, and I told him, I was like, the number one thing, he was like, I got like a 65% close rate. And I said, well, I close every time I get to the kitchen table, and that's what I aim for. And if I can make it look pretty and sit down at a kitchen table and pass over, or even say, hey, the contract's in your phone right now. And they're like, what? And you open it up and sign right there. And now they have a copy, and you don't have to worry about signing anything. But
simplicity through technology, man.
No doubt. The world is evolving, like you said, in this technology strong market. And you know, I saw a post earlier today where it was like, what was something you wouldn't say in the 80s or 90s? And you know, I was like, the internet. So but
where's my iPhone?
Right, where's my iPhone? But no, I'm super excited for that Atlas partnership, and you know, Josh, I know you've been working on that for a long time, so a big shout out to all the people at Atlas. I've gotten to meet quite a few of your team over the past few months or years that we've been working together. But tell me about those events. I want to learn. You know, I want the people at home to know what you guys are out there to do to educate contractors. What types of training or events has Atlas been doing for the roofing community, and how can a roofer get involved in that?
Yeah, absolutely. So unfortunately, we just wrapped up our stadium tour. It's a wrap. If you don't know, we went across the country to 10 cities, 10 stadiums, 9 stadiums. It was a fantastic event, and we had thousands of contractors, distribution partners like, and sponsors like you guys over at Roofr come out, and they were just fantastic. We talked a little bit about Atlas. We talked a lot about technology, new stuff, strategy. We had some really cool keynotes like Derek Klein and Jim Johnson and Tim Brown come, which we appreciate them, taking time out of their busy schedules to come and, educate, free education for our customers. And they were just fantastic. And a huge success. And again, our partners like you, our sponsors, we want to thank you guys too. Like, companies like Roofr and the others in attendance made it just that much better when we had just that added value, the conversations being had between our customers, our contractors, even distribution, and you guys was fantastic. Like, we really, really appreciate you guys jumping on board, and all our sponsors. But next year, we're not doing it again. I mean, we're not doing this again. But listen, we do something right every year. I mean, last year we gave away a truck, right? This year we did a bunch of stadium tours. Beginning next year, all the winners from our stadium tours, we're doing the Contractor Classic spring training experience down in Florida, where they're gonna go play a game, get trained by the Braves staff. I mean, it's going to be pretty cool.
Nice.
We'll definitely do some cool stuff next year, probably on a smaller scale. Nothing Atlas does really is exclusive to anybody. So, we have on our website, our events page, just, go to atlasroofing.com, always take a look at where Atlas is, who we're sponsoring, what events we'll be at. They're always open, for the most part, to any contractor who wants to participate. Always giving away something too. There's always free prizes, always, usually a good happy hour too. So absolutely, something next year, but check out our website, events.
Man, last year in 2022, John Sinek and Matt Mulholland and Jen Silver and I, we had this plan. We knew that we were going to go out. We were going to do 33 events across the country, and we were going to do it. We were going to love it, man. I don't think we got through but like 10, but it's like I
was at a few of those. I remember I was there.
It was putting on events is not for the weak, man. It's definitely something that you have to like put all of your time into. It's a lot of stress. So if you guys are out there listening to us right now talk about these events and how great they are, they're great because of how much work you put into them. And thank you guys for that. Like, I loved your events.
Thank you. And, it's really about us going to the customers too. Like, that's the important part about these events. It's us going to them rather than them seeking us out. We want to be there for them. Like, that's why we're here, right? We're there. We're here to be their partner in their business from a manufacturer standpoint, and to help them grow their business. So, we don't want them chasing us. We want to be there with them. So, as many cities as we can get to within, a good, driving distance for distribution and our customers, it's important to us because, we want to support them in their home and come to them, so.
For sure. When I got into this industry and I started selling roofing systems, it was always important for me to be around the rep, because the rep is who makes that product, shine in that market. How can a roofer reach a rep in their market if they want to learn more about Atlas or start offering it to their clients?
So, the best way to do it really is to go to our website, atlasroofing.com. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see you can create your free Pro Plus account. This not only will get you access to, the Atlas world, right? You have the ability to see all our partnerships in there. You can, if you start selling Atlas, you can, register your jobs in there. You can participate in our introductory, new contractor program, Try Atlas. It's all in that world. But once that account is created, a beacon will go out to the rep, and the rep will be notified. You can also, use the contact form on our website, but that's probably the best way to do it. Create your free Pro Plus account, Pro Plus contractor account. See what's all, Atlas is all about. Got tons of information there, literature. Also, you said about training. Let me add this on too with that account. We actually have our Atlas University in there too. Has tons of videos, tons of classes talking about Atlas products, installation instructions. There's a lot that are available in English and Spanish. We have some unique special content for other contractors who are currently doing Atlas too. Some special classes with like Jim Johnson and stuff. So some free education out there if you want some free knowledge. So sign up for that Pro Plus account.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Well, before we get ready to close it, I gotta ask this question. I being a social media influencer, love seeing other people out there doing stuff for roofing manufacturers. And you guys have been working together with Mike and Sherry Holmes. Man, I'm jealous every time I see it because I want to be just like them when I grow up. But how important has that been for the Atlas brand?
It's been fantastic. Like it's like I said earlier, what separates Atlas is that we really try to cater to all our customers, and one of those being a homeowner. And again, you see me on the street, you want to fight me for this statement I'm about to make, I'm ready to go. But most homeowners do not know shingle manufacturers. I'm sorry, they don't. And most homeowners, when you're coming in to sell them something, that defense, that shield goes up, right? The alarm bells go off, right? Because no consumer likes to be sold, especially something that they're not familiar with, right? Now it's like, used car sales, so that homeowner, kind of experience that a lot of roofers have. Mike Holmes, Sherry Holmes, Mike Jr., they're like, wow, I know. They're on TV. I know them, right? And Mike Holmes has spent his career as like a no BS kind of guy, right? And he does it right. And only stamps his name on things that he feels are products that are going to only do right by the homeowner, and that they, that make it right. That's his slogan, right? So that Atlas has the Mike Holmes stamp of approval is tremendous, right? Especially for that homeowner sale. If they don't know shingle manufacturers, which most likely they don't, they most likely will know Mike Holmes. And then, especially when people are in rental phases, because I can tell you this is true. HDTV, DIY network, that all goes on. Even if you're painting, you're like, I want to get some color ideas. You're going to put it on, right? So they know who Mike is. You team that Mike Holmes brand with 3M and Scotchgard. You have a homeowner reassurance branding like no other, right? It's like, I don't understand roofing. I know I need a roof because it's leaky. I don't know, but they
show up, right?
Right. But these are things that give them a little bit of a comfort level because they understand it. I understand who Mike Holmes is. I understand what 3M and Scotchgard are. Like, I understand that. So now I don't feel like I'm not educated on roofing. I'm aware, and I feel personally, I think it's an easier close. It really is, especially if you're in a very aggressive market and going against competitors who are offering all the same products. When you come in with that Mike Holmes, that 3M, that Atlas, that's something different, something that homeowners are a little bit more comfortable with. I think it's a home run.
That's exactly right, man. I love the Scotchgard technology by 3M that you guys have in there. Like I said, I'm jealous of Mike and wish that it was me, right? But maybe one.
Me too, man. Me too. I'll just take his bank account. But
tell me what's next for Atlas. If you could give us a piece of advice for roofers out there that might help them get to that next level, what would you say? That's kind of a two-part question. So
next for us, like I said, we just broke ground on our new plant, so we're growing. We came out with 2 new products this year. We have a new product classification. We extended our ventilation products over the last couple of years. A lot is next. We're evolving, we're growing. We're not your dad's shingle company. I like to say that we're not. And so we're really, we're looking forward to the next few years to really, really drop a lot of jaws out there and wow a lot of the people out there what's next for Atlas. For advice, I mean, really, it's like I said, the technology is super important. Embrace the technology, but really invest in your brand and your process and be different. Separate yourself. Like I've seen. I'm not going to throw out any company names now, but I've seen some companies. You might be even wearing some logos on the shirt, right? But I've seen some companies out there really like build a brand, like be different, separating themselves through marketing channels, through their branding, through their reputation, through the way that they're closing deals, the way they're proposing deals. Like, they're really separating themselves, and like, technology is available for that. You have a lot of partnerships out there that you can, you can make from the digital side, like Roofr, right? From proposals and measurements and even your back end, or, there's marketing companies that will go out there and, it's an investment, absolutely, but you will reap the rewards if you're really focused on really just being unique, building that brand and separating yourself in the market. So you stand out kind of on your own little mountain there in your market.
I think it's Solar Tiger and Roof Panther. I don't know what it is. I'll have to ask Ben. But no, that Ben is great. Well, Josh, it's been so fun having you on tonight. I appreciate your friendship, and then also, I look forward to seeing you at RoofCon in a week and a half.
Yeah.
If you guys want to come out and see Josh at RoofCon, and please come shake his hand and say hello, learn about Atlas, grab a hat. They've got some of the best swag out there other than Roofr. So.
Might not know, might not use our shingles, but you definitely wearing one of our hats, I guarantee.
Oh man, I love it every single day. But yeah, no doubt. Also, we've had some exciting news at Roofr over the past few weeks. We just announced our Series A Plus at $23.5 million. Shout out to Richie, our CEO, for getting that done. And then also shout out to our CRM product team. We just announced yesterday that we'll be ready to launch at RoofCon. So please come out and get a demonstration of our CRM and find out why everybody's just talking about Roofr right now. Measurements, sales proposal, instant estimator for your lead generation, and then that CRM to just cap it all off. Here soon we'll have our payments solution, and maybe we'll even have some other things in there I just don't want to say just yet, but I'm looking forward to that. But thank you so much, Josh. I'm out here in Atlantic City tonight getting ready for Rise, a Roofr Roadshow. If you guys are listening out here in New Jersey or the Northeast, come out and see us tomorrow here at Bally's in Atlantic City. We're going to put on an event. I think we have like 115 people registered right now. So it's going to be an exciting event for tomorrow. But yeah, no doubt. Look forward to seeing you guys at RoofCon. And Josh, if you'll just hold on for just a second here.
You got it. Thanks, TJ.
We'll talk after this.
Yep, you got it.